Yeah, a winter storm possible by morning. I want you to take a look here, first of all, at the winter storm warning. That's right, a winter storm warning. Many of these events we've seen this winter so far have only been advisories. A warning is a little more serious, meaning we're expecting the possibility of a little more accumulation than, well, some of the other storms we've seen, up to 1/10 of an inch. Now, I know that doesn't sound like very much, but around here, a single hundredth, 0.01 inches, can put a glaze of ice on these bridges and overpasses around the area. So if we indeed did get up to a 1/10 of an inch, that could be a pretty major problem in the morning. The counties in pink under the winter storm warning, including the city of Austin, Travis, and Williamson County. The surrounding counties there in purple are under what we call a winter weather advisory, meaning that icing is also a possibility, but we're expecting smaller amounts in those areas. And notice here we put a little bit of lightning and thunder. Yes, the possibility that we could see some convection springtime light thunder showers develop with this. And if sleet is falling at the time, we call it thunder sleet. It is actually a possibility. Here comes the disturbance beginning to generate some rain out in southern New Mexico and far western sections of Texas. A few sprinkles down southeast of the Austin area right now. The water vapor shows this disturbance a little better, moving out of southeast Arizona, southwest New Mexico. Right now, it's going to track right across Texas overnight tonight. So let's go to the high-resolution computer model here first and show you how it depicts the unfolding events overnight. Watch the timeline up here. Here we are at midnight tonight. That advisory and that warning will have gone into effect at that hour. And according to our model, this pink area there is freezing rain and or sleet. And we're showing some of it developing down in southern Blanco County at that hour. All right, let's go forward overnight here. We're at 2 a.m. We're showing some of the freezing precipitation moving from the southern hill country into the southwestern metro area, especially down there near and south of Lake Travis and into Hays County. Notice how it expands by 4 a.m. The pink areas being, again, freezing rain mixed with some sleet, maybe some freezing drizzle, also down to the southeast in Bastrop, parts of Lockhart County, even parts of southern Fayette County. 5 a.m. over Travis County. We're not showing much, though, according to our high-res model out here in the hill country at all. But from Austin down to the southeast, we continue to see some freezing precipitation chances at 5. By 6:30 a.m., we're not showing much, mainly down to the southeast in Fayette County. And then by 8 a.m., maybe a little freezing precipitation down around San Marcos, but we're showing the clouds beginning to break to the north. There's one little more round down around Lockhart, east of San Marcos at 10 o'clock in the morning. And then after that, it all comes to an end. Some liquid rain there in southern Fayette County in the afternoon. Then we'll be too warm for the threat of any icing. Let me show you one other model here. This one's a little lower resolution, but it brings a little more freezing precipitation up into the hill country, a little liquid down to the south and east of Austin at 1 o'clock in the morning. And then as we fast forward there to 6 o'clock in the morning, we don't show much in Austin, but south of Austin, seeing some freezing precipitation. And then by mid-morning, this transitions it all to rain, and then it is over with before noon tomorrow. I think the temperatures, it's going to be marginal whether we get cold enough right here in the city of Austin. Does that sound familiar? That's happened repeatedly this winter, where it may be up on SH 130, 45, those elevated roads on the northern Austin suburbs. Maybe they get a little patch of ice, but right in Austin, it doesn't happen that way. It's not going to be as cold overnight in the morning as it was this morning, but it will be marginally cold enough, especially in rural locations, that we could get some patchy ice. So that's why the Weather Service had to issue this advisory to err on the side of caution. Right now, low 40s. We've warmed into the low 40s in the metro area and to the east, but all of us will fall below freezing tonight. We're seeing the clouds thicken up there from our Highland Furniture River City grill cam out in Marble Falls. Low 40s in the city right now with a wind that's 6 to 15 miles per hour. I want to show you the pollen count real quick. Ash, elm, oak, and mold, all medium, and just a little bit of cedar. Okay, the forecast. Tonight, some freezing rain, sleet possible after midnight. Let's go 29 in Austin, and again, that's borderline cold enough that we would see any problems in the city. 29 again in the morning. 47, decreasing clouds tomorrow afternoon. Here's a 7-day forecast. 50-50 chance in the morning. You saw the areas where it's more likely. And then by Wednesday, we're back to 60 degrees, and I think it's over with. This threat of ice is finally gone after tomorrow morning, because the system we see this weekend will be just rainfall. Oh, yeah, and we lose an hour's sleep this weekend, too. Tomorrow morning, as soon as you wake up, tune us in. We're going to start early because of this threat of ice at 4 o'clock in the morning with KXAN News Today.